My homies, what's going on? My name is Leo Coys. I'm part of Colorado Spurs, and I'm a diehard Tottenham Hotspur fan. And I'm joined by my homie, the one and only. If you haven't caught him on Parker's Pitch, you could catch him right here live in the flesh on the only Tottenham Hotspur podcast that's 5,280 feet above sea level. That's right. Welcome to Mile High Hotspur. This is episode 37. How's everybody doing? Parker, I'm gonna bring you in. What's up, homie? How you doing?
I'm good, Leo. How are you, man?
I'm doing good, my homie. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I'm ready for this game to pop off in a couple of days. Um,
Yeah,
I'm excited since the last game, homie. I just want to see more. I want to see more. You know what I mean? We got to keep it coming, but
yeah,
gotta be patient. We gotta wait our turn. The bad thing about the season start is one game a week and no Europe this year, so it's one game a week until we get
yeah.
those two in a week. But
Yeah, we got to take
that's neither
advantage
here
of
nor
every
there.
game, right? Every single game we got to take
That's right.
advantage of.
That's right, my
So
homie. That's right.
I'm excited about this coming game, honestly. Like, I mean, it's only against Bournemouth, but it's like I'm still excited about games again. I'm excited. I think I haven't been excited for a game for like a year now. So, like, finally, we've got our hopes up again. I
Yeah,
think nobody was really excited about Conte ball and watching those games.
of course.
So it's been
My
a while.
homie, it has. We still have some work to do in the transfer window. I hope we bring some people in. We'll definitely dive in a little bit to some of our transfer business on this episode too. We'll dive into a little bit of the rumors that are going around, and then I guess we'll towards the end we'll take a look at the game coming up against Bournemouth, early kickoff for the Colorado Spurs. But you know what? Actually, before we kick off the show, I do want to talk a bit about. So Parker and I have been reaching out to different supporters clubs across the United States, and we're trying to get them lined up so that you guys could see them on the match day vlogs, and you guys will be able to see how it is they get down. And so I just want to shout out the people that have hit us back up on Instagram. Big up to you guys. Big yourself up. I know for sure. I think kind of just to kind of put some feelers out there. I think maybe Salt Lake City might be wanting to do some. They do want to do some work with us, so you guys might be able to see somehow they get down over there in Utah. And other supporters clubs, right, Parker?
Yeah, Portland, I think, is interested as well.
Portland.
So, I mean, yeah,
Yeah,
we'll see who else wants to wants to come up here and talk, and then also, so you guys can see more of what the United States Spurs supporters are doing, because there's a
yeah,
lot that's going on over here, and not a lot of people know. So, hopefully, we can bring
yeah,
that to you guys and show you, that
for
although we're
sure.
Americans, we have a good time and we love our football. So, we wake up early
Yeah,
for that shit.
yeah.
So.
Yeah. So look, man, just to dive into some of the business like we were talking about, what's today? I don't even know how many days are left of the transfer window, but not that much time, Parker. And we need to
Left, I
get some
think.
outgoings going. What do you think, bro?
Yeah, we definitely need something. It's a long season, and like we said earlier, no Europe, but still, we have to be prepared for anything. We never know.
Yeah.
Romero, red cards, yellow cards. We have to have a
Injury to
backup
James
center back.
Madison this early,
Yeah,
just kind of
yeah,
like what you're saying, you got to be kind of prepared for these moments.
yeah.
Um,
And James
that's
Madison,
also we'll
he's
kind
played
of
two
talk about that
games.
later on too. Yeah. Parker, we're linked with this cat from Nottingham Forest. The little winger, right? Johnson.
Yeah, Brennan Johnson. Yeah, I think it's pretty close to happening.
He seems like it's moved to the point where it's happened.
I think
It's probably gonna happen.
I think so. Yeah, and I think it's a good signing because he's young, obviously 22 or so, and
Fits the mold
oh,
of what we're trying to do.
yeah, and he's versatile. Like he can play striker too if we have to. Take out Richarlison, put him up front. He can score goals. He can take penalties
Yeah,
too. So like, but he can also
yeah,
be on the wing. He can replace Kulusevski. And we need some more players. I mean, what do you think? I mean, we
yeah,
have we have a midfield that sounds pretty solid right now. But I still want some extras in the you know on the bench. I want some
yeah.
substitutes. We have Skip,
I
which
agree.
he's a decent sub, but I don't know. I think we'll talk later, but I honestly think that we might be able to put Skip on loan and just get him some more game time. Because I want him to play more. Maybe he can come back.
Yeah.
next year or
Real
something.
quick, I just want to say what's up to a couple of homies we have in the chat. Big up to Kellum, the Tottenham fan. Kellum, big up to you, my homie. Hope you're doing good, homie. I know we talked about earlier. I hope you're doing good, my homie. Keep your head up. Keep your head up. Let's see here. We have our homie Bobby K. Big up everyone. Big up yourself, my homie. Big up yourself. Hope you're doing good. Um, Hope you're doing good, bro. And we have C. Shearman. C. Shearman, big up to you, my homie. Thank you for
Going on,
stopping
man?
by, bro. We appreciate you coming by, my homie. Definitely a supporter of the channel. Has been here for a long time. And it's good to see you, bro. I'm pretty glad. I'm pretty glad you're around because, yeah, big supporter of the channel there. Kellum the Tottenham fastest. I would love Johnson to be honest. Yeah, look, bro. I know of him barely little. You know, like what I see. When we played against Nottingham Forest, and then like if he did anything kind of major last season, that would have been like on some sort of highlight reels or something like that. Then yeah, I seen him, but um, other than that, it's not. Nottingham Forest, we really don't watch them at all, Parker, right? So to know a lot about this young cat, I don't. I mean,
He
I'm
has
not
Premier
gonna
League
give.
experience. That's for sure.
Yeah,
Because
that's
he has
true.
8 goals
No, and he's been
already.
balling. And he's
Yeah.
been balling. Yeah, he's been balling. You know what I mean? So, but I'm not a huge. I don't know him too well, so I would definitely, you know,
I
I'm
kind
open
of
minded
trust
about it. If it
Ange.
happens, I'm totally up for it, bro.
I trust Ange. If he wants him and he thinks he can fit into his system, then I'm all for it. Bring him in, see what he can do.
Yeah, yeah. No, I
Trust
agree,
those
bro. I
guys. They
agree.
probably know. They know more than we do. They know what they want and stuff. So I'm like, yeah. I mean, he is a young, good player, and like I said, he's versatile. He can play on the wing or in up front in the center. So yeah, he's a good
Would
starting.
would 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 he be somebody that maybe? I mean, guys in the chat, if you know, is he on the right side or the left side? Would he be kind of more covered for Kulu, or would he be on the left side? Because if
I
he's coming in
think
to cover Kulu or maybe even fight for that position, then I totally welcome that
I think
even
he
more now
is.
that we're talking about it.
Yeah, I thought that he would play on the right, but those in the chat let me know if I'm wrong. I
No, I
figured he'd
agree.
go
I
on the
think,
right. I don't even know if he's
or he might
left.
be versatile enough to go up around all three, which
Exactly.
is I think would be pretty dope for our team, anyways.
Yeah, if
Um,
he's young enough and he has the energy, and that's what Ange likes. He wants players to just run around, run, press, press, press. He's a player that Ange, I
yeah,
think, would definitely like.
yeah.
That's
C.
my
Shearman,
opinion.
yo, C. Shearman, what kind of fish is that you're holding up, bro? It looks like a huge ass fish, dude. Let's see here. It's yeah, so right or center, Callum says he is right, I think. Let's see here. Spurs Live. Yo, what's going on, my homie? Big up to you. Big up to you. Hope you're doing well, bro. Josh, I'll send you the link. If you want to join, you could join, bro. If not, I totally get it. I know it's late. Um,
All that
so
rush.
yeah. Um, and also to, I mean, Bobby K too, if you free and you want to join, bro, you're more than welcome. You guys are anybody's more than welcome to, honestly, while we chat. But yeah, so at least what are we thinking in the chat? Like, is this Callum? Not Callum. Is this Johnson guy going to be a good pickup for us, or is he not going to be a good pickup for us? Let me get your thoughts for sure. We know Callum thinks he might be doing good. Bobby, I'm interested to know what you think, bro. Should we be hyping this up? Uh, he says it's a redfish. A redfish. Nice. I'm not familiar with those type of fish, but it looks like a huge fish. Looks like it was fun. And Bobby says, need some time making dinner. You're all good, my homie. You're all good. Johnson is fast. Well, there you go. See, Kellum seems to be picking him up, so we'll see. Go ahead, Parker.
Yeah, I mean, I think I said everything I know about him already. He's young and like he can do pretty much anything we want, and I think he fits right into Ange's system. If Ange wants him, then yeah, great. But I think that's all I know
Who else?
about him.
Who else? Who else apart from Johnson would you want to see come in then if that's the case?
Well, that one guy, Gift.
Orban?
Yeah. He could definitely
Okay.
be our striker. Just like putting him right in the front. And because for Charleston, obviously something's wrong. I think he might be injured or something.
Yeah.
Something's just wrong with him. So
Bobby says Jonathan David will be a good buy for 30 mil max, not a penny more. So, and correct me if I'm wrong, my homie. That's he's a Canadian player as well, right, Bobby? I know you're not being biased. I know you feel this highly of him. It's not the first time I hear you say Jonathan David. So, big up to you, bro. And if you say he's good, bro, you've obviously seen him more than I have. So, again, these young players are just players that I'm not gonna lie, I'm not familiar with them. These are players that I'm just not used to watching. So. Any type of input or any type of opinions that you guys have, I'm more than likely I'm gonna like just you know I mean
yeah,
I'll take them and run with them
this
honestly.
guy, I'm looking him now. I mean, I've heard of him before, but he was born in the United States. So he was born in Brooklyn, but he plays for
Okay,
Canada. So,
okay,
but like the national team, but he also plays in he plays for club in France at Lille
okay.
for now. Yeah.
Yeah, and see here it goes. He goes on to say that Bobby says he's a good young player that's hungry, but he lit up the French league. Doesn't mean he will fit into our team. I see familiar. Okay, so he's starting to. He said there might be some comparisons, or at least from familiarities with Richie.
This guy reminds me of like a Jermaine Defoe because he's like short. He's like 5'9" striker, just like short for like a
Yeah,
forward. You know, he looks small on the ball. You know, he looks like a Jermaine Defoe kind of player.
yeah, yeah. Josh, my homie, what are you doing up? It's late. You don't got school tomorrow? How you doing, brother?
Second. Yeah.
You're good. You're
Nah,
good. Take
I
your
thought I'd
time.
jump on your stream. Why not for a bit? I mean, you lot are doing a great job. Can
Yeah,
you hear me?
yeah, you're good, bro. You're good. Look, now I just wanted to say I apologize for last show. You had mentioned that you wanted to hop off, but for some reason I thought it was Parker telling me because at the same time he was having issues with his internet, and then you just dipped, and I was like, damn, I didn't even give him a proper chance to say anything before he
All
left
good,
because
mate.
I had misread the message, bro. So big up. Thank you for coming back on, bro.
It's all good. It's all good. It's a pleasure. I mean, hearing you guys speak about Tottenham, always interesting to join. I mean, look, I briefly just about heard you, Parker, talk about Gift Orban and the whole striker position. I mean, look, from my point of view, it's a bit what's the word, like, aggressive to go straight away on Bobby. What's up? To go straight away on the on some new kid that you don't really know who he is. I mean, in my opinion, I think the only way Tottenham can really progress in this whole striker position is if we actually get someone who's ready, maybe mark his spot in the world of football. I don't think, obviously it's easy for me to say, yeah, get someone who everyone already knows, but I just feel like you can't replace Harry Kane with a newly promoted kid just yet, because where else are we going to get the goals from? In my opinion, I think we need a striker. Yes, goals will be spread around the team, but I just really want a striker that is just scary in the box. I want Richie from Everton. I really do. I really hope he's back.
Yeah, I agree. I also think, like with Ange, like he has a team that he wants to build, and it might take a while for him, right? So
Yeah.
like to get a young, potential like striker that could be like world class. I think that would be a good signing for us because Ange could kind of like mold him into who he wants. Because we don't have Europe this year, so we don't have these huge games that we have to worry about. I mean, yeah, sure, we have FA Cup and the other cups and stuff, but we don't have massive Champions League games where we have to have like a bunch of experience right now. We can build that experience, I think, this year with somebody young. And if he has, I mean, that good of a reputation right now, I think, it's the next generation of strikers. He could be one of those.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. Like that's the thing with this kind of debate. I'm not too aggressive about it because I
Yeah.
understand everyone else's point of view. Like, to get a young,
Yeah.
I completely understand it, and I wouldn't be against it at all. I'm not against it. I just, in my opinion, if I had to choose either to go with someone experienced or to go with someone young, personally, it's just back to personal opinion. I personally would go for someone who's more experienced. But the problem comes like this: is that how many strikers can you really get? I mean, strikers right now are very low on the market. The One of the biggest questions now that Tottenham fans like myself, that probably you're also asking yourself is, do you wait maybe till January and get Ivan Toney? I don't know if you heard the rumours today, but Everton do not want to let him go for free. I mean, and he probably will go for free at the end of the season, I think it is. And I think Tottenham Hotspur should definitely bid for Ivan Toney. I'm a big fan of Ivan Toney.
Mhm.
It's a shame, obviously, he's banned, but I'm a big fan of what a striker he is. Just because
Yeah.
you need a striker that when he's in a box, you get intimidated. Like I want defenders to be
Yeah.
scared. I think that's the most important thing. Well, what do you think?
Yeah, I totally agree. I want Ivan Toney. I think he's one of those players that he doesn't what's the word? Like he's very what am I trying to say? Like he doesn't hold back, right? Like he's very aggressive and
Correct.
he's like he's kind of a bully in there, right? Like he doesn't
Correct.
care. He'll score like 5 goals if he wants. He'll just keep going. I want someone like that's intimidating, that is aggressive, and I think Ivan Toney would be a good option. What do you think, Leo?
Yeah, no, Ivan Toney's a baller, bro. He's a very good, he's an excellent penalty taker. So that means he's poised, confident, calm, collected when
Yeah,
it comes time for the shot. He's definitely wonderful on like the volleys, on the half volleys from them pings. You know what I mean? From coming from somebody in the on our half pinging it to him. He's he's got an excellent first touch for being a bigger dude like he is. Um,
but what
and
about his personality? He's kind of like a bully, and that's kind of what we need too.
Well,
You
but
don't need a nice
and
person, you
I'm
know.
glad you said that second part. I was going to say, but there's nothing wrong with being. There's something wrong with being a bully. Don't get me wrong, but there's nothing wrong with being
You need somebody like
like
that.
you said, demanding. You know what I mean? A physical presence.
A
You do
striker
want to
bully,
bully
that's
people.
great.
You do want to bully. Yeah, you do want to bully the
Yeah,
opposition. You know what I mean? And he's not a pushover. So
yeah.
yeah, no, I would. Ivan Tony is he's a freaking baller. If we were to have him, it's Josh, like you said, it's a shame he's banned. But if he wasn't banned, bro, like to have him right now, yeah, Richie would definitely be second string, and I think he would probably be looking for a move out of the club because he wouldn't
How
get a sniff in.
how
But
far? How long is Tony like banned for? Like,
Well,
till
he's banned
January,
until September without training, and then he's back. He can like play a match, I think, in January. I think.
okay,
January, yeah,
okay.
yeah. So I mean, it would be for a January move, and at that point, they're gonna want to cash in on him because if not, he'll be able to negotiate with, I guess, foreign clubs. You know what I mean, instead of domestic clubs. And then at the end of the summer, he's willing to go wherever he wants at that point. But I
He's
doubt they're
hungry.
gonna want to lose him.
He wants to
Yeah,
leave
let me just
Brentford,
pop some
though.
of these up real
He
quick.
for sure wants to leave. Although Brentford, like you
I
said,
want
probably don't want to get rid of him. But yeah,
Yeah, and especially for free. I want to big up Rob Wallace. Rob, thank you for joining, bro. Nice to see you here. Uh, Tony will be too much money and likes Liverpool and Arsenal. Well, I mean, I'm interested to know how you know that,
That's the thing.
Chris Sherman. It'd be nice to know how you
That's
know
the
that.
thing.
I don't know if it's like tweets or something, but definitely
No,
please
so
elaborate on
look,
that for me if you wouldn't mind.
it was mentioned in the podcast that he went on. Ivan Toney went on a podcast to explain everything about what he's been through and everything. He said he's a fan of Liverpool, but he likes the way Arsenal's played. And I'm sorry, just to touch on. I want to touch on it 1 second. Is that I feel like nowadays many players don't play for the club they like. In my opinion, I think there's a lot of
True.
footballers out there who just
True.
go there to do a job. Obviously, want personal
Hmm.
success, and at the end of the day,
Hmm.
as much as I would like a player to come to Tottenham Hotspur because they love Tottenham Hotspur, I mean, just I don't care if you love the club or if you don't love the club. If you come to my club and score goals, that's it. That's all I can ask for.
Hmm. Hmm. And there's probably, that it's one of the laws, 48 laws of power is, you basically have somebody work for you that once was like your rival or did you wrong in the past, you know what I mean? And it's almost like these players, they'll come here and they're not going to want to let the fans down anymore, their tweets from the past have already been pulled up and shit like that. So, yeah, but professionalism nowadays is, it's like common sense, man. A lot of people just don't have it anymore, you know?
Yeah,
So we'll see, man. If a player like Josh, I agree. If a player is willing to put all that shit aside and play for the badge that he has on at the moment, uh, then by all means, man, bang the goals away all game long. You know what I mean? Callum
yeah,
says Ivan Toney is strong, fast, motivated goal scorer that we need. Man, the more we talk about Ivan Toney, the more and more I really would like to see him. I prefer more, but around 25 to 30, he's a good option off the bench. Um, Richie needs to move out. You think so?
I'm
Kellum,
not.
uh,
Did we come
who's
on this podcast to talk about that? That we said we'll give him 3 weeks. Was it on this podcast that we talked about it?
yeah, 6 weeks.
Yeah.
6 weeks.
What we saying? We still standing by that?
Yeah, for sure.
I
Yeah,
want
I
to give
mean,
him more
bro,
time still. I know that sounds
yeah, this is
crazy.
yeah, it does, but it doesn't. I mean, that's only logical, bro. Let's give him. We have to before we hang the guy. Let's at least give him six. So what is there? There's 30. There's
6 starts.
36 matches in a season. So
38.
6 games out of that would be what, like an eighth of them. So yeah, I mean that's a sample. Even 6 games, Josh, is a sample size compared to 36. But it's early enough to say we're gonna nip this experiment in the ass and go a different route at 6 weeks.
Well,
You
there's
lads know my point of view on this subject.
Yeah, no, I know. But look, I mean, and I mean, yeah, I get it, bro. I get it. Uh, let's see here. Vlahovic would be nice. I agree. A center back is a must. I agree. Another center back. Another center back. We are one mosquito bite away from having fucking Eric Dyer be back in the system, and I don't like that, man. You know what I mean? Sherman, yeah, he said on a podcast. Yeah, I know he just did the interview, but I haven't seen it, so I wasn't aware that that's what he said. And by the way, bro, shout out to
I
Ivan
think. By
Tony.
the way,
Did you
sorry, just
say what was that?
no. I'm saying that in that interview that he did was not amazing. It was not great.
Okay, okay. And you know what's crazy is footballers come out and say shit like that, like I'm a Arsenal or Liverpool supporter, or my whole family supports Everton instead of Liverpool. Like a footballer comes out and says that, you know what I mean? That bites you in the butt eventually, right?
yeah, no.
Sia Sherman says Wissa isn't great, has scored at the same clip as Tony since coming in for him at Brentford, which makes me worry about whether that system supported him more than we think. Ah, okay. So there we go. There's a fair shout. Maybe it's the system that was making Ivan Tony look good. Which is possible, bro. You could there's players, that we never heard of. And yeah.
Do you guys think that if we have too much ego though on the team, it's gonna be a little bit just a bit too much on the team? Let's say you got Madison, you got Sonny. As much as he doesn't have much of an ego, you still have Sonny's ego. You got Madison's ego. You got now Ivan Tony's ego. You got Romero, Richie. I mean Bissouma. We're talking about players who've got a lot of ego. Will that not uh, get like a little bit of an argument going around?
Maybe if they're in the same position, like forwards and forwards. But if we got big personalities in midfield, you know, defense and forward, I think
Yeah.
that's a good thing. And honestly, because one person's always going to step up, and we want one person to do that, So, but
Yeah.
another thing, what I was thinking
Yeah.
is Brentford. I don't know. Maybe they will sell Ivan Tony because right now they have 2 wins out of 2. Maybe they don't even need him. Maybe they'll just
Yeah.
take the money and kind of continue the system that they're going on. So he might actually
Yeah.
be something, that they'll be willing to sell, depending on if they get the
Yeah.
right price. 'Cause they're doing fine without him. Looks like. I mean, it's only 2 games in, of course, but
Hey Josh,
Yeah.
you said you needed to take off, brother. Thank you for joining us,
Yeah.
bro. We really
I
appreciate you
just
hopping on.
thought. Thank you. I thought I'd quickly come on and say hello to you guys. Obviously, you guys are doing smashing it. Thought I'd come on here, say to you guys, well done, absolutely smashing it, and love the content. I will be watching it,
right
but
on.
I do need to go eat something, so I will be going to eat something now. All right, lads, have a good one, yeah.
Cheers,
All right,
mate.
man.
Have a good one, Josh.
Cheers.
Thank you. Nice, nice. Um, yeah, bro, I love talking to the homie. He's a very interesting little fella there. Um, but yeah, why you laugh, bro?
His
Hey,
interesting
Kellum.
little fella there. It's just a funny comment.
Well, I mean,
Pretty
like, I don't.
distracted.
Yeah, no, I sounded. Nah,
It's
it's
because
because
he's
you know
from
what's funny.
England. He has an accent. He's from
Yeah,
England, Leo.
and you know what's funny, bro, is sometimes like I do the same thing on his show, you know what I mean? Like I'll just pop up, say what's up, we'll talk for a little bit, and then like I gotta roll out or whatever. But it's funny because like he'll be like, oh, Leo, he's a top geezer. And I'm like, that dude called me a fucking geezer. But then I'm like, yo, geezer's not that bad. I thought it was like for me, bro, I'm like, oh, you old geezer. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like
you're
it's
old person.
but that's the way we interpret it. You know, for me, for like them, is a
Yeah.
geezer is just like a dude, I guess. You know what I mean? Like how I say homie for them. You know, that's another thing, bro. They probably hear me say homie and they're like, what the hell is this dude talking about? Calling everybody homies.
Hey, that's part of the the culture. They got to learn a little bit of the English stuff, just like or the American stuff, just like
Just
we
like we,
learned
yeah,
the
no, and
English
that's
stuff.
fair. That's fair. Yeah, yeah. So big up my
Yeah.
homies. Big up to you, my homie Josh, and everybody in the chat. I just want to go ahead and remind everybody to please hit the like if you're chilling here. Just go ahead and give it one of the Bobby K dabs if you wouldn't mind. And yeah, see, sorry, I get caught up with the comments. Yeah, I didn't mean that, geezer. See, yeah, big up to you, my homie. Top geezer right there, top geezer. Uh, but yeah, please hit the like while you're here. If you're watching this on playback, what's up to you, my homie? Hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't subscribed. It helps Parker and I out a grip, so we appreciate you. Um, let me pop on with some of these comments real quick. Would pop on, but I'm in too much pain. Yeah, so my homie Kellum, I hope you feel better, bro. Richie does make runs which clear room for others off the ball, but needs to net a couple, then he'll be away. Rob Wallace, absolutely spot on, bro. Absolutely spot on. If he's able to do that for us, right? Which is what I've kind of been which is what I kind of been saying this whole time. We don't need to get a Vlahovic. I feel like we don't need a Vlahovic. We we need a player that's going to be okay with sacrificing himself a little bit and then bang it in. As soon as he gets that first one, guys,
Yeah.
let's just go ahead and accept it. I think he's going to start banging them in after that for
I
fun,
hope so. And if
right?
not,
Just
I
getting
want to
that
see.
first one.
Yeah, and if not, I want to see somebody else come in just to kind of compete for that position because we don't know what happened with
Yeah,
Porto. As soon as Porto came, Royale just became world class.
yeah,
Brazilian.
yeah.
It's for the Brazilian mentality. They're
Don't
like,
want
oh
to
no,
lose
we
your
got to
spot.
play. Yeah, and I
Don't
just
want
want
to
to
lose your
someone come
spot.
in and if Richie can't do it soon, like I want to see somebody else start doing it because we can score goals. So it's like it's got to happen. I don't know. What
Yeah.
do you think? So
Bobby says here he's replying to Rob saying we need to give him some time. He hasn't played as a 10 for almost 2 years. We put him out on the wing mostly, and he wasn't used properly. I think we have to hold, and he come good again. I agree.
I don't know. I think
Big
we're
up,
giving
big
him
up.
too many excuses. Just like people score no matter what. Just put a footballer on the
Big up,
pitch
Peter.
that can score goals and he'll do it no matter where you put him. Richie still can't do it. And we're giving him way
But
too many excuses. Oh, we put him in the middle too many times. We put him on the wing too many times, and he didn't start enough games. It's like, dude, he's had enough time. It's starting to get frustrating. We're
well, I
literally.
mean,
I
last
know
year,
he was
bro. Look,
expensive, but
no, that's not true. Because this year we have to nip last season is last season, and from now on we just got to move forward, bro. Like Richie's stats from last year to me are irrelevant. It's from now on, you know what I mean? And we've only had 2 games, so I mean we say we have to wait six games, and 6 games is the sample size for us to try and see if it's going to happen or not. But I mean, that's fair enough, right? I mean, at any other job, if you don't hack it, you're gone. So 6 weeks is good enough for me. By the way, big up to Peter. Nice to see you. He says, "Come on, you Spurs." Kellum says, "Big up to everybody." Thoughts on right backs? Want to know your thoughts, lads, on Emerson and Poro? Ooh, hang around for a little bit, bro. I'm definitely gonna start this one, and we'll talk about this one here in a second. Anfield, Uncle Rods, what's up? Big up to you, my man. Thank you for. He said, just jump in to hit the like on your show. Have a great show. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you, thank you. Big up to you.
right on, right
Then let's
on.
see here. How is everyone feeling after the United game? We'll touch on that one too. Callum, I'll start that one. Um, yeah. So I know a lot of people are quick to rush. You know what I mean? I'm the same way with Sonny. You know what I mean? Like I want to harp on Sonny so bad these first 2 games, but it's like everything from last season, bro. Like I shouldn't really hold it against me because that was even like one of my. I would have that as my argument when people would try and like because see, you could find any argument with any stat, bro, and you could throw up stats from last year, 2 years ago, but that's irrelevant to this game in Bournemouth. You know what I mean? So if Richie does good on Bournemouth, scores a goal, I think they're just going to keep coming, and we could see what we have with that. But
I think
I don't know,
also
Parker.
scoring goals can be, what's the word I'm thinking of? not habitual, but contagious. You know, like you don't score for a
Contagious,
while. Yeah,
contagious,
you start scoring, and all of a
contagious.
sudden it just opens the floodgates, and you just start scoring and scoring. And if not, man, we gotta get someone out there that can score goals. We have to, and
Yeah,
I don't know what we
yeah.
have to do, but get somebody in there to give them
Hopefully,
some competitiveness to make them score or something. I don't know.
my hoping, and I mean, I'm you guys let me know if I'm a sucker for thinking like this, but I just hope that our team is able to create enough goals amongst everybody else, including Richarlison. You know what I mean? I just don't want to have to rely on Richarlison to bag 30 goals in a season like we did with Kane, right?
Just
But
asking for one first. Just asking for one.
yeah, yeah. Let's just ask for one. But overall, in these next 6 games, I want to see goals throughout the whole team, not just through one player. And that would definitely suck. Because look, what we're going to talk about later is some of the injuries. Right now, James Madison is probably not going to play this game. I don't think he is. So it's going to suck if now we play against Bournemouth and we can't create anything because our creative player is out injured. That's going to fucking suck, bro. And it's going to be the same thing. It's the same thing with with the striker position or even the center back position. One injury and
Yep,
we're
and
fucked.
yeah, we need some more
But
some depth. But it's like, yeah, we finally have an attacking midfielder for the first time in years, and now
yeah,
he tried a little bit too hard the first couple games and kind of. But I don't think it's like too. I don't think it's too serious. I think if he doesn't
yeah.
come in as a
No, I'm
sub
not worried about it
the
either.
weekend,
I'm
he'll
not
come
worried
back
about it
the
either.
weekend after. But still,
Yeah.
if he's going to come out, if he's not going to play against Bournemouth, I think we'll be okay. But still, I don't know. We don't have Harry Kane or an attacking midfielder or like a creative midfielder. I mean,
We don't fucking need Harry Kane anyways.
Yeah,
But
I know, but I'm saying like
I was say,
also,
yeah,
but
yeah,
like
yeah. I
we
feel you. I
lost
feel you.
we
I feel
lost
you.
Kane that can pass the ball and shoot and whatever. We all know what he can do. But now we're gonna lose
Yeah,
Madison too, so that's like a double whammy. So that's why I'm kind of
Madison. Saying Madison is
we'll see.
injury prone. That sucks, man. That
He
sucks.
just puts in a lot of
Um,
effort.
yeah, yeah, for sure. Lo Celso going to show people why he starts for Argentina under Ange. Fuck yeah, bro. I hope so. As much as I used to break this dude's balls, homie, Lo Celso, right? Even like with my homie Jacob, like
Quality.
we call him, well, he calls him the shit show, but like I'll follow his role with that because like that's how he's been. And I harped on him a grip last season, but like I was just saying earlier, this season we won't be bringing up last season shit anymore. So that's
Well,
why I'm hoping
last
he,
season he
I'm
played for
hoping he,
Villarreal and he did pretty good. So last
yeah.
season you
So no,
can't
no, no. I'm
really
hoping
talk
he
about.
starts for us like he does for Argentina because I really think that's what we need, bro, is another player to step up and for Ange to be like, damn, so who's really gonna be starting now? You know what I mean? That's the type of shit that I want to see is our team, a squad full of players that are gonna be fighting for that number one
Have
spot.
you seen our squad?
But
We have
good comment. Good
so
comments,
many
Sherman.
players in our squad right now. It's just overwhelming how
Yeah.
many players. We still have Hugo Lloris on our squad. We're still
Oh
paying
my
him like
God. Don't remind me, bro. I
however how
know,
much
bro. That's
thousands
crazy.
of dollars, a month or whatever, a week.
Yeah.
It's just crazy.
Actually,
We
good
need to
timing for the
get rid of
Madison
him.
injury. Bobby K says this is actually good timing for the Madison injury. Lo Celso looked good so far under Ange. This will be his opportunity to shine. Dude, that's a good comment too there. Um, Bobby, do you think have you heard anything about these rumors about there was some sort of promise broken by Ange to Lo Celso? Parker, did you hear any about this on YouTube or Twitter or anything like that? So there was
No.
like this supposed I seen something where he said that there was a broken promise. He's kind of upset because he hasn't played or something like that. Bobby, one, do you believe that? And two, do you think if he plays, he's gonna fucking ball out? Let me know. And I mean, see, Sherman, Rob Wallace, the same question for you guys. Anybody in the chat? I mean, um, let me know what you guys think. Rob Wallace says Lo Celso, when he's on his game, has got to be 80% Messi. See what I mean? We're bigging up this Lo Celso when usually I'm not used to bigging him up. And this season, he's been playing really good under Ange Postecoglou in the preseason. So I was really amazed at what I seen from Lo Celso. So
I wasn't really
I
that
just hope that
surprised, to be honest. He's always had a good cross in
no, and
him.
I'm not surprised.
And like I watched him
Yeah,
at Villarreal last season. He came in as a sub most of the time, but I mean, he always,
yeah.
he made a difference in the game. He always was a good substitute. I felt like, so he's a good player, and yeah, I don't know. I've never. I mean, I've heard things, like he doesn't have a great personality, in the locker room and stuff like
Yeah,
that. And that's okay.
yeah.
Like we were talking earlier, we don't need a bunch of, leaders in the locker room, or they're just going to clash. So we need somebody that can just do what they're
No,
told.
it depends. You just, I think they're doing I think they're doing their due diligence in trying to like not add the bad apple. Remember, I think we talked about that on the stream last week, just to not add the bad apple or add somebody just because of who he is. You know what I mean? Like I think they're definitely gonna be doing their homework.
I'm just
Because
worried
the
that we
last thing we
lose.
want to do is to invest 60 million on another Ndombele. You know what I mean?
Well, we invested like 30 million in Spence, and we haven't used them once. So
Yeah,
or the way we put money and the way we actually use it, it's just
yeah.
shocking to me.
Well, and we'll talk about Spence here in a minute too when we talk about Josh's question about the right backs. Let's see here. Let me just catch up with these real quick. Parker, C. Shearman, Ange is a progressive manager. A lot of our players will see their value go up under him, even when we lose. Okay, okay, okay. They're going to be playing good. I mean, that's basically what he's saying there too. You know what I mean? They're going to be playing good, and if their value goes up, you know what I mean? Yeah. So the Lo Celso rumor was shot down by sources close to Gio, apparently. He's supposedly fairly happy right now. Well, I fucking hope that's true because
I don't
I'm
like.
I'm I'm kind of like I don't know what's the word? I'm eager to see how he plays, bro.
I'm surprised to hear like that he had a promise with Lo Celso.
No, I guess that's
That's
bullshit. I guess that's
surprising
bullshit.
to me because like
Yeah,
like
it was
you
online
have to
news.
prove it
Yeah, yeah,
too.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Watch, I guess it was shot down. It was just online news. Apparently, Lo Celso was promised playing time and is upset now for being omitted from the squad. Who
Well,
knows if it's true or media BS, but he's about to get his chance. That's fucking right, bro. He's about to get his chance. He has to shut up and step up. Now you better get
yeah,
down or you better lay down.
you can't just be promised a
Media
starting spot
bullshit.
and then
There you
lack
go.
and just not do anything in training and be like, well, I was promised a spot, so no, you gotta
Yeah.
put it all in training, and we're not seeing training, every week, but Ange definitely has an idea of, and if you're not putting your all into training, then you're not going to start. So,
So Rob Wallace says, coming from down under, I doubt Ange made a promise like that. Probably more like you'll get time in the team when he can be used. Ah, dope, dope. Nice. It's nice
yeah,
to have some it's nice to have some insight from down under. Thank you, Rob. I am wondering why Ange hasn't asked Levy to buy players from Celtic that he knows. Um, where did I hear again? And this is just like when you watch so many different creators and so many different things about Tottenham, you hear a bunch of stuff and it's hard to remember where you hear things. But I also heard that he told Celtic maybe he wasn't going to raid their team and get players like that. I'm pretty sure a lot of players would love to come with him and take a step up and play at Tottenham under their manager. But who knows?
he doesn't care about Celtic that much.
Who knows, bro? He's it's probably not that he doesn't care about Celtic that much. It's probably that he cares about his word. You know what I mean? And he's probably
If he cares
doesn't
about
want
his
to do
work,
that.
then he'd bring his work with him.
No, his word, his word, his word.
Oh,
Because he knows they won't cut it in the EPL. Well, there, Bobby shut that one down. He said because he knows they won't cut it in the EPL. Fair statement, bro. Who knows? That's fair
yeah,
statement.
no, that is a
Might be
good.
worried about their level. And again, here's another Sear Shearman agreeing. Scottish Premier League is different. I agree.
Oh yeah, they
I
play
agree.
hard
Me
for
and Bobby
every,
thinking the same. Yep. Great minds. Yep.
Kilmarnock or all these teams that are just like easy defenders. Just you can score 3 goals because I mean,
Yeah.
they're Celtic and they're good. Just like Rangers, they're good.
Yeah.
And if they're on their game, they can score 3 goals, and it looks like their stats are crazy, but really they would never do that in the EPL.
Yeah. Real quick before we go on to Josh's comment/question, I just wanted to remind you guys to hit the like, please. If you're watching this on playback, just hit that like button, give it a nice little dab, and then subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Definitely, we appreciate all the subscribers we could get, and for sure, big up to you guys for subscribing. I know Rob Wallace is a newer subscriber, so big up to you. And yeah. So now I want to ask you, and I want to ask the chat as well. Thoughts on the right backs? Want to know if your thoughts? I want to know your thoughts on Emerson and Poro and Parker. You added to the gravy, and you brought brought up a good point about Jed Spence. We also have Jed Spence on the payroll, just chilling. Apparently, there might be some Italian clubs looking at him, and I think maybe a couple of championship clubs. Uh, I think the homie probably prefers to stay in the Premier League. If I were him, I'd try to go to Nottingham Forest, honestly. And we probably might think about
Put him
using
on
that
another
in
loan.
the deal for Johnson. Now you think about
No,
it,
we don't want to
but
sell him. We paid 30
Jet
million for him.
Spence,
Yeah, we want to put him on
I don't
loan
think
and
he's gonna work out, bro.
we can put him on
As much as I
loan.
wanted to, I don't think it's gonna work out.
But that's why you put him on loan. We paid so much money for him. We got to put him on loan, and
Yeah,
he has
we'll
a
see.
lot
I
of.
mean, I'll take that, bro. You know what I mean? But I don't think he's gonna work out. But
He's going to be way better
the
than
two that we
Porro
do have that
and
do play is Emerson. We do have Emerson and Porro, and they both have been playing. Um, just off the bat, Parker, which one do you prefer to play as right back out of the two?
uh, I prefer Royale.
Oh, yeah. Chat, what are we thinking? Are we thinking Emerson or Porro?
I want to put in Porro as a sub. I think he can come in, fresh legs. He can come in, score a goal when we need him to. Because we've seen him score and we've seen him hit the post a couple times, right? He can hit the ball. So I want to see him come as almost like a sub when we need a goal. He can come in on the right hand side and just put in a quick goal or something. But for me, starting, I would start Royale.
Yeah. C. Shearman came through and said a loan for Jed to raise his value back up to sell him. Man, that's a good tactic right there. And Pepe
Why?
from Porto would destroy in that right back spot. I did see we were linked to this Pepe guy. Um,
I don't understand why
I don't know much
value
about him.
why value Jed Spence up just to sell him again. Like, why not use him? I don't
He's
get
not
it.
going to work for us, bro. I don't think he's going to work. I think maybe there's something in his. I think maybe he's got something either going on. There's something in the backstage that we don't see. But there's definitely something going on with that homie, bro. If all the managers he's had under him ain't giving him a sniff, bro, you know what I mean? Even his old managers in back in the day, bro, have said this kid has like not issues, but he's got like he's not. I don't know. I just think like he needs to mature still. Maybe he's got like
Has he
maybe
been?
some issues
How
with
many
his
games has he
personality.
played for us? I mean, can we really even give him that
No,
sort
bro.
of
But
like?
but
Uh,
why would you let the player get that far if he's not even like worth
if
having
he's not
around the
even
rest of the
getting a
players?
chance, if he's not even getting a sniff, like you said, then I don't blame him for that. I do
Bobby,
not blame him at all.
this is a good comment here. Royale at right back, Poro as right wing. Colo is too slow for Ange system. Better as a nine off the bench. Yeah, fair shout, bro. Fair shout. Royale at right back because he's good He's better defensively. Poro was putting in a shift too. Now that we're using that inverted right back and left back system, um, the game's I mean, Bobby, do we need it right back that's gonna have all that pace? Or I mean, if he's coming back up, I guess I kind of just answered my own question, right? He's gonna want to come running back to
I mean,
defend. But
finally, Burrow's
yeah,
starting
I
to
mean,
do well because he got so much stick for how bad defending is. So he's finally got to put in actually work, which he wasn't
but
doing.
that's maybe because
He just
maybe
stuck
that's because
behind
he's
and
playing
like,
a little differently.
yeah. I mean, he was
But who
playing
knows?
forward,
Yeah.
forward up or
Either
whatever.
way,
But he's just
either way, they both look really good. They're both looking better. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
So
I agree.
But
Yep, yep.
me personally, I think man, that's a tough one. If I was gonna go with anybody, I think I would definitely take Poro. I think I'd go with Poro. Just because I kind of want to hope that our center backs and whoever's playing that six role for us is gonna be able to withstand the pressure, or the attack. That way we don't have to rely heavily on our backs, our right back and left back, if that makes any sense. Let me see here. Where were we at with these comments here?
It does, but we've never literally been able to rely on our defense ever. So I don't know why it'll change now.
Rob Wallace said I would bench Kulu and move Poro forward. So there we go. Another one advocate for him moving up. That's not a bad shout. I agree with that. Um, Ange doesn't like him. He's cocky as hell, and Ange sees through that bullshit. So here we go, Jet Spence. Ange doesn't like him. He's cocky as hell, and Ange sees right through his bullshit. I figured there's something like that going on. There just has to be. Spence has an attitude problem at training. The media said also take this with a pinch of salt, media wise. True. So yeah, I mean, yeah. To each their own interpretation, I guess. It's not Spence's fault. He's a right wing back. We have better wingers than him now, so loan his ass out and hope he progresses, then sell him. So you go. That's kind of why right there, Parker, because we did bring him in for the three at the back, which is what Nottingham Forest play, which is what he's been used to. So I mean,
Okay,
it's just
that's
he
a good
doesn't
shout.
suit us, I believe.
Yeah, true. And I think
Uh,
wait, hold on. I also want to say I think um yeah, I think that if we're gonna keep Ange for a long time, right? Like we're not gonna just get a new manager next year, then all of a sudden we're like, oh man, we should have kept Spence because now we now have a
yeah,
back three again, you know.
yeah.
Now
This
we're actually
system's
trying
here
to
to
keep
stay for a
Ange
while,
for a
hopefully.
while
Yeah,
and trying to like
yeah.
actually build on a squad with Ange. And I think he could last as long as Poach, maybe, you know. So I know it's
Yeah.
early. I'm not trying to get ahead of myself, but
Yeah. Am I lagging?
no.
No. Okay, cool. I got the little Wi-Fi signal for some reason, but I'm like directly connected. I think Ange rotates the right backs until one jumps ahead. Poro has much higher ceiling than Royale. So there you go. There's his point of view. So yeah, I definitely agree too. Definitely. With Van der Ven and Romero, they could go to a three when the wing back pushes. So we need another a center back at their level for cover. So see, this is what I was saying earlier. If we have good enough defenders, then we could kind of sacrifice that for lack of better words with our right back and our left back, right? Because they'll push up, but then we have the cover in the back with better center backs. Essentially,
Yeah. But like also
we can teach Poro to defend.
Basuma goes so
Go ahead.
far forward though. Like I don't know if I can trust Basuma to be like an actual defensive midfielder. He looks more of like free flowing. I'm gonna do whatever I want. I can do whatever I want kind of thing. That's great. We need that. But I think we also might need somebody else to come in and just be like defensive midfielder, you know, right? Like I want because
Yeah,
Basuma is so good on the ball. He
a
can
good
just
number
go up with
six.
the
Yeah,
ball. He can just go up,
yeah,
man. He can go all the way up. So that leaves us vulnerable in the back. So
yeah. I like. Oh, I'm not even gonna try and pronounce that. Geertruida,
Gertruda.
Geertruida. For that exact role. Okay. Let's see here. No idea who that is. Where does he play? Feyenoord. Okay, cool. Exactly, Parker. Dump players that don't suit the system now. No more delaying a much needed rebuild. See, so yeah, so why loan him out and expect for him to come back for us? Let's just loan him out, put him on the shopping window, or you know what I mean, and let somebody come and take him off of our hands.
Or maybe he
Big
might
up, Has.
develop.
How you doing, brother?
I'm just trying to be optimistic here. Maybe he'll develop into more of a right back. You know, maybe he's a right wing back now because he's 21 or whatever. Maybe when he gets
Mm,
25, 26, you know, he might develop more into a right back. We might be able to use him later. I don't know.
yeah. Rob says Geert Schroeder is Dutch. Spurs talk show. Sean rates him stats wise. Yeah, shout out to Sean. Big up to Sean. Um, yeah, so if he rates him, I mean, I get a lot of my statistical which background or whatever from Shawnee. Like he's one of my ITKs, you know what I mean? If you will. Uh, Big up to Has. How you doing, bro? Long time no see. Thank you for popping up, bro.
From
Hope you're
Hazzy,
good. If you're still awake, there it is, bro. The link if you want to hop on. Anybody, if you want to hop on, go ahead. Feel free. We're just kind of shooting the shit here, seeing what's going on. Um, Also, I think with the AND system, the forwards will not be the main goal scorers. Again, I couldn't agree with you more, my homie. Looks like they
yeah,
are decoys being used to stretch defensive so other players can move up. And again, if
yes, sir.
Richarlison is okay with that, just bagging a few goals here and there, man, do it up for us, please. Do it up. Do it
Yeah,
up.
and make assists too
Uh,
because he can pass it. I mean, we've seen him get a couple assists in the Premier League. And it's not just forget about
yeah.
other things. There's other things you can
Yeah, see,
contribute to too.
I'm not hanging him out to dry, bro. Like
Yeah,
I have a lot of I mean admiration, hopes.
I do too.
I hope Yeah, like I want to see him succeed, bro. When he wears lily white, homie, like I want anybody wearing lily white to succeed, bro. So that's just
Yeah.
it.
It's just like when everyone's like
Um,
defending him, it's like, oh my gosh, giving him like
yeah,
literally any sort of like any sort of like leniency they can find.
Yeah.
It's like, okay,
Yeah. Let's
he's
see
got to
here.
score.
Yeah. So I mean, and let's talk a little bit too, Parker. I know we wanted to talk a little bit about the dead weight. So Spence is in that category. You touched on let's see here. So I have to feed the kids back in a bit. If you're still on, we'll try and jump on if you are. Bobby, you're more than welcome to. If not, bro, take care of the family. Go feed the kids. Tell them we say what's up. Tell them we say big up. Tell them we say congrats on their first live stream the other day. And tell them we can't wait to have those little fuckers on. So yeah, big up to the K's.
For sure. So I think the
So we
players. Oh, go ahead.
So I just wanted to say we could kind of touch on some of the dead weight that we need to move out because we kind of need to do that before we could bring anybody in, which seems to be the Tottenham motto. Like every fucking transfer window, we need to get rid of in order to bring in. So we have Hugo Lloris on that list. We have Eric Dyer on that list. We have
Regulon. He won't
Spence,
play.
Region. Yeah,
Regulon
who
will
probably
not
ain't gonna
play
get no sniff.
because let's
Um,
just think about players that will potentially, or just players that will not play for Ange whatsoever, even if it's like, everyone's like pretty fatigued. What players will just not even play no matter what? Because we saw Ben
yeah,
Davies already. Bentancur will come back eventually.
yeah.
Dembele, I don't know if he'll ever play for us.
Skip, Sar.
Skip?
You know what I
He
mean? And
played our first
Dombele's
game.
gone. No, I know, but I'm saying is Skip. You know, what do you think about Skip? Is he's not considered dead weight, but should he be somebody
No.
that might be wanting to look out for a loan somewhere?
Yeah, that's what I think.
Think so?
I mean, because that or just a good, substitution in the midfield. Someone that can just, play defense and not try to go forward all the time with it. Someone that can just try to play defense in the midfield. We also need those kind of players, But there's like
Yeah.
so many players in here. I mean, oh my gosh. We have so many players that we need to get rid of. Tanganga, is he going to play for us this season? Probably not.
Right.
What do you
Right.
think?
Yeah, we got a lot of players we got to get rid of. I could definitely see us getting rid of maybe 4 players. I don't see us getting rid of the whole lot that we need to. But any movement is good movement, especially from now to the end of the window.
We
Excuse me.
also we also need
Um,
like a homegrown player. Like Tanganga is like kind of checks that box for us. So who knows? We'll get rid of him.
Yeah, I don't know if he's even worth that fucking spot though, bro. Honestly, I felt this dude has been overrated for so fucking long already, dude. Like, I don't like him, dude. Tanganga, like, I'm sorry, bro. I've never liked him. I think he's Bammer. I don't like him, bro. I just for something about me, just I don't understand why there was such a hype about him. You know,
I
like
like
four or
him.
five years ago. Yeah, but then
I like
again,
him.
bro, I haven't really seen him play that much either. He's
He was
not
he
been
got
the
that
most
chance under
consistent of our
Mourinho.
center backs.
He got
Yeah.
that chance with Mourinho, and he did well, and he has got the chance ever since. And he's just he
Yeah.
never. And now it's too late.
See Sherman, I think wouldn't get rid of Skippy. Yeah, he says Skip has to provide cover for Sar. I agree because let's be real. He just barely now stepped into that role. Sar did after being Skippy's backup. So I mean, and who knows if he's even Skippy's backup or Skippy's the backup. We just know last game Sar scored a goal and was fucking dominant, and it's only like logical. Why would he be replaced by Skippy, who before was good as well, but wasn't as ferocious as Big Puppy Sar. But let's see here. He says Tanganga will be sold outright. Bang, get to going, homie. Get rid of here. Get to walking, pimping. I don't like Tanganga. If I were Levy, uh,
Don't forget Brian
besides being a
Hill.
bald twat, I'd get rid of him.
We got Brian Hill too. So many
Dyer
players.
and Lloris may be allowed to leave. Harvey White is actually, I think, going to go out on loan soon. Tanguy, Jet Spence on loan. Yeah, so fuck, man. We could sit here and we can have a podcast for fucking 2 days straight talking about all these idiots we need to get rid
I
of,
wish we
dude.
could just sell him, dude. Just sell him.
Yeah,
Oh my
just sell them.
god.
Just sell
We
them.
just
Yeah.
need
You know what? I wish
space.
Levy had the balls to just rip up some of these contracts like we heard they were going to. You know what I mean? I wish they could just get rid of some of these people and just be like, you know what? You're trash. You're fired. Be gone.
Just take any offer.
But
Just take it at this point. It's too late. We've had these
yeah.
guys for too long, and
Well,
we've kind of
bro, but
discovered
why
who
ask
we
for an
want to keep
offer
and who we want to leave. Like Ange kind of
for
knows.
Hugo? For Hugo, why ask for an offer? Why not just say, bro, you've been here, our captain, bro, it's only right. He doesn't even get a proper walk off, which I guess fuck you, Lloris. You don't even need one anyways after bailing on us after that fucking Newcastle debacle. So actually, you know what? Now I think about it, fuck off, Lloris. You don't yeah, I take my words back, bro. Little mini rant, my bad.
Well,
Um,
I'm just saying. I think I want to leave. I want to get some more space on the squad, for other people. So
yeah, we need
yeah, right
some. We
now,
need some.
like right now, we have to use Sanchez because we really don't have any other option as like a
Bro, I
substitute
know you're
center
gonna
back.
hate this, but I don't mind Sanchez.
But I want somebody else. I mean, I want to get somebody else, and we can just sell them because then, yeah,
Yeah.
come on, he's not consistent
Pierre
enough.
Hoiberg should be sold. He's trash in the system. Pierre Hoiberg was trash in our last system too, C.
I
Shearman, but I
disagree.
know we ain't talking about that.
I
Yeah, I don't
disagree.
like yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah. I
okay.
mean, it is what it is. You know what I mean?
I thought he did okay.
But
Like he
look, bro.
came in last game, he did what he needed to do. He played defensive mid. Like that's what we needed. I
Yeah,
don't. I don't
yeah.
get
No,
to
he
see
wasn't
how he's
bad. He wasn't bad.
trash.
He wasn't bad. He wasn't bad. He wasn't
He
bad.
doesn't do anything
But he's still
wrong. How
trash.
is he trash? He just doesn't do anything amazing.
Well, that's why I would rate him as trash. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, but
Nah,
he
he
came
was
in to
good,
do a
bro. He was
job.
good. He
Like
was good.
he
Just like
came
he
in to
says,
play
he was
defense.
fine in a Conte system, and that's true. He's fucking consistent, always there when we need him to be, bro. But I mean, if we could get a nice little lump sum for him, then go to Atletico Madrid. You know what I mean? I get rid of him. I agree. He doesn't fit in our system. He did the job last season, but let's get a bag for him. Parker. So yeah, I mean, that's basically good for the outgoings. Because like I said, we could talk for 2 days about them. But what about the game we have coming up? Pierre Hoiberg almost allowed a goal and the going the other way in the short time he was on the field. That is true. That is true. Um, we play against Bournemouth, bro. Early kickoff this weekend, which fucking sucks. But so what do
Yeah.
you think about the game coming up, dude?
Well, I think we can't write them off. They score goals every game. They have a good like forward. They have a good attacking threat. I think they scored a couple of goals maybe against Liverpool last game. I can't remember exactly. I don't know a whole lot about it, but it's just not a team that we need to just be like, okay, it's an automatic win. I mean, it's never an automatic win for us, right? For anybody in
Yeah,
the Premier League anymore.
yeah, yeah. You
So
unless you're
unless
Man
it's
City, and
Chelsea,
even then, it's not.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Unless you're
Yo,
Man
yeah. So I think we're gonna come up against a tough. I mean, Bournemouth, bro, at the Vitality is always a tough game, bro. The Vitality is a tough venue to go play at.
I know, and it's so
But
small too, which is so surprising because they only
yeah,
like
it's like
one
narrow.
row
Yeah,
of
yeah, yeah,
fans.
yeah,
That's it. But
yeah.
they're so
It seems
good.
like a dope. Yeah, it seems like a dope pitch to play at, bro. But
Yeah,
it's gonna
very
be a
like
hard game. And look, we're gonna be missing Madison. So we're gonna see if Lo Celso shows up or how they decide to do that. But
yeah. I want to see Lo
do you think there'll
Celso
be any?
start.
Yeah, that's what I was about to ask you. Do you think there'll be any type of surprise movements in the lineup? Or give me one hot take real quick, Parker. Like if you were just to say one prediction about like what you're gonna see in the lineup,
Kulusevski,
bro.
Kulusevski out, Solomon in. I thought Solomon
Okay.
came in. He came in as a sub. Late in the game, he had fresh legs and he was so quick feet, right? Just passing quick, give and goes and stuff like that. I'd like to see that instead of just Kulusevski grabs the ball, pulls it back, passes it back, does a little jog. And it's
Yeah.
like, oh my god,
What
that's
about
not
this?
working.
What about taking out Kulusevski on Saturday and taking out Richarlison, putting Sonny in the middle, and then putting Perisic as left wing. So we have Perisic, Sonny, and
I don't,
Solomon.
I don't. Okay, so that's fine, but I don't want Son in the middle. Can't see him doing well in the middle. He always is a player that can like cut over really quick and just do a quick curl or something like
Hmm.
that. He's not a really good. Just, I mean, he used to be. He could just run at defenders, but he doesn't really do that. He likes to cut in now more. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I
I
was
can't
gonna
really see
say,
him playing center.
I was
I'd
gonna
say
say, what about
striker.
Dane Scarlett? But you think Dane Scarlett is due any game time here anytime soon?
Carabao Cup.
Yeah, Carabao Cup, which is the
Yeah,
game
Carabao.
after next. Yeah, that's good shout. Good shout. Look, guys, I'm gonna take 1 second. Actually, not 1 second. I lied. I'm gonna take a few seconds to talk about to ask you guys. If you're watching this on replay, smash the like, give it a dab, and say what's up to the homies like that. Go hop in the comments, and definitely subscribe if you haven't subscribed. And if you're here watching this live, hit a like for us or subscribe if you haven't. We appreciate it. Um, we're edging near to the next rounded number, and so yeah, we're trying to get there as soon as possible. Parker, you wouldn't fancy seeing Sonny through the middle then?
No,
Fair enough.
I put him
Snip that in
as
the
like
ass. Who would you play in the middle if Richarlison was to be subbed out? If Richarlison was not to start
if Charleston wasn't there, who else are we gonna put in there?
for this game against Bournemouth?
I mean, I don't know. We don't really have very many options, do we? So, I mean, I don't know. He's really our only
Yeah,
option. That's
Sonny.
why we need to
So
buy.
Sonny wins
We
by
need to buy
default.
somebody.
Sonny wins by default. So yeah. What about defensive wise, bro? So I'm assuming you're going Royale. You're going Royale. Romero, Van de Ven, and what Udogi? Or are we doing Ben Davies or
I think Udoji will play probably. Yeah, for a
okay?
game during the week. I know we got Carabao Cup coming up, but I think Udoji will probably rest for that game. So I think he'd probably start this one. The
Yeah.
Royale Poro thing is it's up in the air. I really don't know. I would prefer Royale, but
Well, and that's
I
fine.
don't know
I
what
don't mind
Ange.
them switching off, Parker.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we both rate both of them pretty high.
Mm-hmm.
So I prefer Poro coming in as like a substitute because he's so quick, And
Mm-hmm.
it could just like shock the defenders or shock the players that are just have tired legs. That's why
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
like putting in fast players, as substitutes, just being like boom, like Son. I would put in
Yeah.
Son as a substitute, even though he's our
Yeah.
captain somehow. We need a captain, not like Sonny captain because you get along with all the players and you're so friendly and everyone loves you. I mean, everyone loves Son. We get it, but is he a captain to like win trophies with? We'll see. I don't know. I don't think so.
Well, I think we're gonna win trophies this year. We're winning trophies this year.
We'll find out.
Um. Yeah. So, any type of prediction you want to toss out there before we finish off, bro?
Man, I'm gonna say that Pape Matasar is just gonna excel again this game.
He scores again.
I don't know if he's gonna score. He could, but I'm saying he's gonna be one of those players
He's gonna
again that
ball
we're just
out.
gonna be like,
Yeah.
wow, did you see that game from Sar? Because he's so young and he's got that confidence now. He scored, and everyone is behind him. And I think he's like, you got that, that fire underneath you when you're that young and you have that much potential. I think he's gonna shine this year. So him, and yeah, I mean, we'll see what the score is. We still haven't scored from a forward player this year.
Mm-hmm.
It's been Ben
Yeah.
Davies,
No, I know.
defenders, and then it's
Yeah.
been Sar. So I don't know if I'm going to say we're going to score more than 2 goals. I don't know. It might be a 1-0 thing or maybe a 2-1 win. I think we're going to win because I think we need I think Ange is one of those. He hates lose. Obviously, we hate losing, but we're going to grind out wins this year. It might not be crazy 3-0, 4-0 games. We might just grind out 1-0 wins, 2-1 wins. But until
You
we get
remember
Ricky,
G Baby from Hardball? That's Sar. How can you not like him? That's funny, bro. Yo, I remember I watched that movie in the theater, bro. It made me cry. That was a good movie.
which one?
Hardball.
Oh,
It's about these. It's about this. They play baseball.
yeah.
Do they
I
play
think I know which one
baseball?
you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's like in New York or something like that.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
backyard
it's
baseball and stuff, or like they're like kids, right?
yeah, they're kids. Yeah. And I don't
Okay.
know who's in it. If Keanu Reeves is in it or something like
Oh
that. There's
wow,
some
yeah,
big act. I don't know.
yeah.
Yeah. See, he cried too. Yeah, bro. I mean, you have to, bro. It was a good story. You know what I mean? A good story. Good story. But Parker, you went dark, my homie.
Oh no, am I there? It's just dark. I have no lights in here.
Yo.
I need to get a better light.
So did you say your score again? My bad.
I think it'll be 2-1. I think we will
2-1.
just narrowly win. Like it'll be close because I think Bournemouth is one of those teams that they score. They have a good they have a good forward. You know, they can score against anybody. So we'll
Solanke,
probably give up a
Dominic
goal.
Solanke, yeah, yeah,
2-1, 2-1, Tottenham. Don't know who's gonna score. Honestly, it could be literally anybody. I don't want to
yeah.
say Richie because I know Richie's probably not gonna score.
I think Richie is gonna score this game.
That's what we said last week.
Well, I'm saying it again this week, motherfucker. He's gonna score this game.
I hope so.
He's gonna score, homie. Big up to you. Big up. What's up, United Spurs of America, my homie? What's going on with you, bro? Big up. I see you. You're doing big things, my homie. I'm proud of you, dog. Keep it up. Big up to you. Hope you guys are doing good over there. Um, yeah, so I think we're gonna win for sure. I forget whose show I was commenting on about I gave my prediction. I think it might have been well, who was I don't know, but I said 2-1 as well, bro. I, I
Oh, did
I
you?
think we could dominate, and I think we'll dominate at a 2-1. But I
Yeah.
think we're gonna have a hard time with that final ball, which might also insinuate that Richie's probably gonna have a hard day at the office again on Saturday, bro. So who knows, dude? It's up in the air, but
He has a hard day at the office every single game. It's like, come on, it's time to
he
move
does, bro.
on.
Poor dude.
And like,
Yeah.
yeah. But let's see. What was I gonna say? Totally spaced me. What I was gonna say next.
Yeah, no, but so I think for sure too we're gonna go with 2-1. I don't see any crazy changes to the lineup. Like we talked about. I would definitely, like I said, would prefer to put Sonny up there in the middle and then Solomon and Perisic as the wingers. But I mean we'll see. We'll see. Parker,
How?
anything else you wanted to talk about before we wrap up the show, homie?
Yeah, real quick. How impressed are you with Vicario, or however you
Mm.
say his name? Or are we gonna call him Vicky? What are we gonna call him? Not Vicky, because that's a woman's name, but
I
Vic.
think I think we're
Vic.
calling him Venom, bro. Venom
What
is
is
the
it?
name that we've been calling him. Venom.
Venom. Okay. I
Venom. And you
love
might
him
like
last
that,
game.
homie.
I
Yeah, yeah,
loved him
yeah, yeah,
last game. I
yeah.
was really impressed. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
I mean, he saved so many headers, and it was just like, oh, it was great to see. It was just so good. I was like, finally, we have a goalkeeper that,
Venom.
I mean, he kind of reminds me a lot like Lloris, kind of lanky, kind of skinny, short, like not super like
Who?
big, like Lloris, because he's not
Who?
like, yeah,
Hugo. Man,
oh,
fuck that bum.
Hugo. I
Fuck
know
that bum.
he gave up.
Yeah. No, I get what you're saying though. He's got that same little pretty face, you know what I mean? With the yeah, I mean I kind of got that going on too though. So
Hey, I didn't say that. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm just kidding.
no, but he got a little pretty boy thing going on, like bro, like what's not to love, man?
But he
Recognize
killed
real,
it.
bro.
Killed it against
Yeah, he
Manchester
killed
United. He
it.
stepped up against a club that's, it's a big game, So if he can do it
Motherfuckers,
against the best club,
he
then
held
or
his
some of the
own,
best
homie.
teams, I
Yeah,
have
he held his own,
confidence.
Pippin.
I got
Yeah.
confidence for him. So we'll see. It's gonna be a good season, man. And it's only started just
He
again.
said,
But
pause. Pause. Yeah.
pause.
Yo, what do you
Pause.
think of Udogi, homie?
I think he's a fucking baller. I love him.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm down. I
I
want to
love
see more of
watching
him,
him on the
homie.
ball. He's
That was
always I
that was
always
a good purchase.
whenever I see him on the ball, I know he's gonna give it to somebody else. Like he's always gonna make a pass. He's never gonna lose the ball.
I think him and Basumo are really good friends now. You know what I mean? I it kind of like I don't
Yeah,
I don't have any
are they
evidence,
homies
you
now?
know. Yeah, I don't have any evidence or nothing like that, you know. But I think the bond between them, I think is gonna be pretty dope. At least I hope so. The reason I say that though, homie, and the only type of evidence I guess I could say that I do have is I've watched back the oh, you know what, bro? I think I was talking about I think who I meant to say was Sar. Sar and him are gonna have a good partnership. Because when the goal happened between with Sar, Udogi and Basuma both ran to him, bro, and fucking were just so ecstatic about the goal. Right?
Are
Like
you
you could
saying
just
just because
see
they're
the way they
black?
went to him. No, bro, it's just they're
I'm
balling,
just kidding.
homie.
No, you're right. And I think Udoji comes into the middle a lot too. Like we'll see Udoji
He
kind of like
has to.
move to the middle and kind of like have like some sort of some shit going on with the midfield.
Yeah, the
He's
chemistry, bro. They're
buddies
having
with the
good
midfield.
chemistry. I guarantee you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
And
It's gonna
Udogi
be
and
exciting.
Udogi too. And Udogi too, bro. Udogi's in that
That's what I'm
mix.
saying.
I think we're gonna yeah.
With
Yeah, yeah,
Udochi,
yeah,
he'll
yeah.
go into the middle a little bit. Like he'll be on the left, but then he'll come into the middle and kind of. I'll see number 38 in the middle of the field. Sometimes I'm like, yeah, he's
Kellum
just
says he reminds him of Trippier. Yeah. I like him, bro. Like the homie says, he's got some girth to him. I like him, dude.
I do
Udogi's
too.
good.
I like him.
Yo, what
So
about
far.
and we haven't talked about this dude. You brought him up earlier, but we didn't talk about it. Brian Hill, he's almost back to being, I mean, ready to be fit. Do you think he's got a spot in this fucking
Yeah,
in this squad?
and that's the question, Leo, because it's like, is he a good player or is he actually going to play for Tottenham? Those are two different questions, right? He's a good
Hmm.
player, but will he get a chance? Is he just dead weight or dead wood on our team that we just need to get rid of? I don't
What
know,
do you,
man.
Kellum? What do you think, Kellum? Kellum,
Good
do you
question.
think Brian Gale's got any spot in this team? Sherman, what do you guys think? Like, is there a spot for the homie in the lineup? I don't know. Stuff. He's small, bro, but like I know that doesn't necessarily count you out. You know what I mean? But
No, not necessarily.
he was getting tossed around. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah,
Look, he says, yeah, Gil almost ready to be pushed over again. Yeah, Jacob, do you
he's
think? I mean, is
he's.
are we just gonna take that one on the chin and just get rid of him, or what do you think, homie? I'm eager to know, honestly.
I think
Um,
I want to say this about him that he's had his moments for us. He's come in and he's shined. You know, he hasn't
moments,
been completely like just like, oh, why is he even playing? You know, like when he comes on, I mean, he's not completely disappointing, right? I think
right?
he could have a
Completely,
future.
yeah,
He could have a
yeah,
future with Ange, depending on who gets injured and if he's still on the squad and if sometimes things
yeah.
just work out that way. If he has another chance and he makes it happen, I wouldn't put it past him that he couldn't make it happen if he got the chance, if that makes sense.
Mm. There's a chance for everyone. Just put in the effort and play well. Do your job. I'll be happy. Well, that's
Yeah.
good. That's a fair shout too, Kellum. That's a fair shout. He's had one moment of being decent. That's all. I don't even think he's had that much, homie. But if Ange wants him, then I'll support him at the end of the day. Again,
He's had some
hit the
good
nail right on
moments
the head
though.
with the hammer, homie.
I've seen him
Yeah.
do some
Gil Messi
nutmegs and
being written off. Yeah. So Sherman, I read this comment and I think maybe you're the you kind of think like, hey, let's give him a chance and see what he has to offer. I agree. And Ange said that, right, with all of our players, they're all getting a fair go at it with him. Basically like a do-over. So yeah, if Gil Messi, if he gets some minutes, bro, I hope he takes advantage of them. Same thing like with Lo Celso. If he's gonna get some minutes, bro, it's time to put up
yeah.
or shut up or put
And
up, bro. You know what I mean? So
we have
yeah.
Madison now, which is great. But like you
Yep.
said, I mean, he's injured or kind of injured or whatever for a couple weeks or whatever. We could use somebody in the middle that could, create some chances like Hill or whatever might be able to do that.
Dude, honestly, I would even entertain seeing Kulusevski in there instead of Richarlison up front. You know what I mean? As like a hot take, that's something different too. So
I don't
he
know.
could play through the
I'd
middle
have
as
to think.
as like a false nine, drop
I'd
back
have
and
to think
play
about
somewhat
that
a 10.
because he
We just
also
have to
likes
see
to
it to
just
see, you know
cross
what I
it.
mean? Sarr is apparently leaving. No, he is not leaving on fucking loan. Quit stirring shit up,
If he does,
Callum.
I'm gonna be so upset because like he's like,
No,
in my
he's
opinion,
taking the piss.
he's gonna be our key to the season, key to the reason why we get
Him
Champions
and
League,
Basuma, him and
key to the
Basuma,
reason, and him and Basuma. Yeah,
and Madison. Bro, we have players, bro. We have players, homie.
oh
That's
dude,
good though. That's
but
good
if we get
though.
rid of him, no, we can't get rid of
No,
him.
don't. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, 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 no. I agree. I agree. That's what I'm saying. We have players, bro. Let's take advantage of it and use them.
Yeah,
Yeah, I agree, bro. It's an
Sar,
excellent
dude,
problem to have.
what a beast Sar and Basuma, dude, combined. Oh my god,
Both. Yeah.
fucking
And then
sick,
Madison
so
too,
sick.
bro. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Definitely, definitely. Real quick, my homies, before we wrap up, predictions to the game. I know both of us said 2-1. What do you guys feel? Did they already put them in the comments? I guess I should have checked that first.
Score predictions, put
Uh,
it in the comments.
yeah, what
Score
do you think,
predictions.
Jacob? If you're still here, my homie, how do you think the game's
Callum
gonna turn out?
Callum says we're gonna win 3-1.
3-1. is Richarlison. What do you think of Harvey Elliott? Harvey Elliott, isn't he the Liverpool player? Young 4-1 says United. Yeah,
Yeah, Harvey
4-1
Elliott is a Liverpool player, but he might be on loan from.
Spurs. Yo, Jacob, I got a quick question for you, my homie. If you predict a 4-1, do you see maybe a Richarlison goal in there? Because if we're putting up 4 goals, that means we've been having our way with them. And if we're having our way with them, then that means maybe Richarlison is bagging one in. Real quick, let me know, my homie. Do you think Richarlison might get one this weekend or not? See, Shearman, I posed the same question to you. Maybe in that 3-2, is that a hard fought 3-2, or is that like a Spurs dominated and everybody should have gotten a goal for us type 3-2? Is Richarlison scoring? I don't know, man. I'm interested to find out. Before we do that, Parker, let these people know that they should hit a like and subscribe if they haven't.
Yes, hit the like, hit that subscribe if you're new. Hello, we're Mile High Hotspur, so yeah, hit that subscribe.
Plays for Liverpool and lost his nan and still scored. Oh man, that sucks, man.
Who?
Yeah, big up.
Wait, who's that?
Harvey Elliott. Harvey Elliott. Richie better get at least one. If I think he will, no, I don't. But this is almost last chance saloon, in my opinion. Damn.
It
Well,
is.
look, my
You gotta
homie.
do it.
Honestly, but that's just the harsh reality, man. He better get one at least, right? So let's just dissect this comment. He better get one at least. He should. At a 4-1, you would expect your striker to get one. But I think you fucking sum this up for all of us, homie. I don't think he will. And the last part, this is the last chance saloon.
He gets so
Great comment,
close.
my
Like
homie.
he's
Great
really
comment.
close to getting a goal. He's always just like a little bit off, like his location or his positioning is just a little off. He's just so close. Ugh, it's got to happen
Look
soon.
at this guy right here. My homie. Richie scores, Lo Celso scores. We get caught out a couple of times to make it interesting. And then Basuma for the third goal. Fuck yeah. Way to put that's exactly how yep. All right, my homie,
Love
big
it.
up.
Love it.
We will play attacking loose attack. We will play attractive, lose the ball from a corner, and then concede, then hat trick from Sun. All right. Yeah, okay. Kellen, big up. Richie is either the most unlucky person in the world of football or he just isn't good enough. I
Yeah.
guess I'm not even going to ask you which one you think because I think I know which one you think, my homie. But
Those
yeah,
are two of the
this is a
best
great.
comments ever combined next to each
Yeah,
other.
yeah,
Those are two
yeah,
great
yeah,
comments.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So what the ball in
Big
the
up,
corner,
Pimpin.
then conceded, then hat trick. Oh, then hat trick from Son. I thought he said we're gonna concede a hat trick because of Son.
No,
That's
no,
what I
no, no,
thought
no,
he
no. Son's
said.
going to score a hat trick. United, he says he is the unluckiest guy in the world. Imagine being shit and starting striker for Brazil. Yeah, and scoring bangers at the World Cup. So yeah, C. Sherman, I agree. And I hope Richie gets a hat trick personally, so then he is on pace for 38. Yeah, yeah, big up. All right, bro. Well, we're about to close this off. I appreciate you guys sticking with us for throughout the stream. And again, like I said, if this is you guys, if you're hearing this on playback, please dab up that like button for us and subscribe. Thank you guys for joining. Parker, are we doing a Parker's pitch this week?
You will not see a Parker's pitch this week. No.
We all right. Well, we will be doing I will be doing a match day vlog, 5:30. It's probably only going to be me and a couple of other diehards, but you guys will definitely be along for the ride. I want to see a pigeon dance too. And then let's see. I will be doing a match day vlog. I don't know how interesting it'll be, but look out for that. And we definitely will be streaming next week. So yeah, we appreciate you guys and have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your week. Enjoy the game. Tottenham's gonna win. Come on, you fucking Spurs. Come on, you